So hi guys, VTech here at Blueberry Hill. So this next video is a collection of 4 days of work on the property. This is after the tank was put up, obviously, and I'm putting a little rock surround, so the in case of rain and stuff, the sand and the other road base doesn't float away. So we'll just make a little rock ledge there and fill it up with additional rock, etc. Pretty simple stuff. Just had to do it. And then we kind of do that for the bottom part of the top. Whoops, mic just fell. Anyway, then later on, what I'll show is just more bobcat work. And then on 1002, I actually break the bobcat. The quick connect arms, the lever thing broke on it. So I had to spend a little bit of time on 1003 to actually re-weld it back on and get back to work. Nothing big, but I got really lucky. I found all the pieces to it, scattered all over the place, and the arm and there's a spring on it and stuff. So I found all those and put it all back together, and we were back in business. Anyway, it took about an hour, I guess. But you'll see that later in the video, so that's a quick summary of what's coming. Anyway, thanks for watching. Tree trimming, hey, why not? So the building is 16-foot walls. That's coming. I talked to I emailed the guy, the contractor. They're about almost 2 weeks out from starting the work, so they're a little bit behind. Obviously, they're very busy. Seems like the Mueller buildings are popping up everywhere. So fun stuff. Anyway, trying to get ahead of the game. Now comes bobcat work, or more of it. Yeah, fun. And the bobcat is just an awesome tool. So here you see me knocking the bottom of the clearing. I don't have a good panoramic with this, but this is probably 100, 200 feet away from the bottom of the clearing area where we're going to put the house. But I'm trying to knock a few trees out. There's kind of a stream just behind these trees that I'm trying to get to. Anyway, it's just a lot of trees. We hadn't burned anything yet because the burn ban is still on. But anyway, kind of push all that stuff away, and every time I knock a few down, I seem to want to knock a few more down, so it seems like it's an ongoing thing with me. But anyway, fun. We're getting there. I'm almost done knocking stuff down for a little bit, but we'll see later. Here's kind of like a staging area where I put trees that I knocked down to the right, bottom side. You'll see me working behind there, see shrubbery moving. Anyway, I knocked them down, and I had to pile them over here because there's a pretty good rock ledge that I can't get up very easily. I got a couple areas that I'm driving slowly on so I can get in and out. But stage them, and then I pack them and take them to the big pile. on the tippy toes. I tried to grab a few trees from this section here. All of a sudden, I grabbed more than I thought I had, and you can see I was on the tippy toes of the bobcat. Wouldn't have done much, but anyway, you kind of feel it coming, so you just back it out. But anyway, fun. So here's a loopsy. You can see the grapple hanging sideways out the thing. I just noticed it, and I'm like, oh! So it looks like the lever arm, the little top section, quick connect stuff, broke clean off. After some analysis, you'll see in the next little few minutes here in the video, there were cracks along the baseline of the whole thing, and there's a lot of rust and stuff, and it just eventually just broke right off. So this is 10:02. And 10:03 I actually fix it. So I had to push the thing so I could actually get the arms released. Then I disconnect the grapple, and then I had to review and find the parts somewhere behind me, which I did. I got pretty lucky. So here's the broken parts. So supposed to go like that ish, and it broke clean off. Somebody did a very shitty fix on this. I think this part, both these on the bobcat were fixed by whoever had it before me. Wasn't too impressive, but anyway, no big deal. I can weld it up and fix it right. So here's a damage in a little more detail. Here's a normal speed. You can actually see there's the cross section right in front there. There was no weld actually held anything. It looked like it was welded, but it wasn't. So the very top was welded, and that's about it. And then on the right of that, you can see where the rust was, and the reason it broke right off. But anywho, no biggie. About an hour's worth of work, and just have to play with it. Here I'm showing where no weld, hardly any weld there. This is all rusted right there. So it's been like that for a while, I think. And the fix is on, no biggie. I got the arc welder out, I started grinding on it, made a little V-notch so I can get more weld in there. That took just a few minutes. Just lined everything up and tack welded it and started going to town. I put a couple of runs of weld on there to add some extra steel. I didn't have any supporting steel with me, which I would have maybe tried to prop the thing up on the back side. But regardless, it should be good enough. The welds are pretty strong. They're probably stronger than the metal that I'm attaching here. But anywho, took about an hour maybe. Then I was back to work doing more tree work, and you'll see that in the video coming here in a second here. and back to work I go. So no big deal. I even spray painted it black just to keep the rust off of it and stuff, and it did all right. So back to business. So this area here you see me doing, there's a bunch of rocks, pretty big rocks, so I'm trying to not hurt the bobcat, so I'm going kind of gingerly at this, but I'm trying to knock these trees down. They're kind of laying over anyway. I can't drive to the bottom of that to get them out, so I have to pick at them and yank them out of there. Anyway, that's where the creek is kind of like to the very right of that whole section, dry creek I'd say. But anyway, it's pretty down there once these trees get out of the way. So there, later. And here's a little panoramic of the where the creek is, the dry creek. This is where I'm ripping the cedars out of. There's the bobcat, and then I'll show you another little panoramic here, spinning around. So it's all cleared out. A lot of cedars are gone. And here's kind of the creek, yay! And there's another one a little further on too. I haven't explored that yet, but anyway, it's looking better and better. Just yanking trees. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.